Hey boo, it's me, Lutanda on screen, and I'm back with another episode of Let's Unpack with Miss Lu, where nothing stays folded. Okay, basically, oh my goodness, this week has been really crazy. I don't want to lie to you. There's a whole up and down. Like, there's been a lot of things. Like, it's tiring, you know. So I'm actually trying to grow my pages, which is Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. And I haven't been on Facebook for a while. And let me tell you something crazy, lady, right? Okay, basically, there are my friend requests, and then there's message requests school Facebook, right? Okay, I basically don't because I'm just like, no, I don't want to be talking to people, but also I feel like sometimes I end up closing other opportunities that people are trying to reach out to me, would say like, oh, let's do a collab, and I'm usually not available for that, right? So okay, cool. I went through a message, right? When I went through the message, I was like, okay, cool. This person texted me, and this person, you know, those people lalabak text out with, hey, basically the whole year the person is talking to themselves. Okay, I crush him. I'm like, okay, cool. Let me see this person, because Nyalo, this person commented, let me say this person commented on one of my videos, right? And when they commented on one of my videos, I was like, okay. I clicked on the page and I was like, oh, this person has sent me messages. And I decided to be like, okay, cool, what's up? Because I feel like he's been talking to himself the whole year. It's been like, I would say, yeah, cool. He then says, oh yeah, I've been meaning to like talk to you. Oh my goodness, I've been waiting for this moment. I've been waiting for this moment. I said, okay, no problem. And then he's like, yeah, my name is blah blah blah. I'm 24. I work in construction. I'm like, okay. To be honest, I didn't know what to do with that information, because he was just telling me it's okay, he works in construction, and I was just like, okay, and I'm unemployed. I'm saying, you announcing that you work in construction, like, okay, maybe I'm being too detective like, but that happened. And so when that happened, okay, fine, I was like, it's fine, let me just move from that. And then they were like, yeah, I've been wanting to talk to you for a while. I've seen you around where I live. And then I was like, okay, you willing to take me on a date? And I can't hear anything. So he's like asking, oh, what about you? What is your name? And And I was like, my name is right on the screen. And it was like, oh, okay, cool. So what are you doing? And I was like, anything that involves what are you doing, good morning, wood, what else? Good about wood, good about, please. If you try, don't, I don't know what else to say, but don't wood me, don't morning me, don't. I was just like, you know what, if you really want to get to know me, like you're saying you want to get to know me, let's go on a date, you know? And he was like, okay, cool, I'll check the place out, I'll check where we're going, ask me if he's talking to me now. Ask me if this person is still interested in me. So now I know, if you want to get a nigga to leave you alone, just tell him, no, I want us to go on a date, or give me some money. You'll never hear that person talking to you ever again. So that's what happened this week, and I was just like, okay, cool. But also another thing, like I said, I've been trying to film content, right? And let me not say I've been trying. Still I film content, right? But then now I have to change spots and fix my schedule, because it so happened that where I usually take my content, someone has a problem with me taking my content there. Like, I take fashion videos, and so if you want to see those things, you can go to my Instagram, my TikTok, and my Facebook. I post all there, like everything that you want to see, I post. This person had a problem with it, and I was just like, oh, okay, cool. Now I have to film in a different area, and you know, I have to make things happen. It doesn't mean that it's the end of the world and I can't continue and stuff like. No, I'm gonna still continue, but the problem is, it's far away. I'm gonna have to look for places that are far away. But I have to strategize. Yeah, I have to be strategic. About what I wanna post and where I wanna post it. So I have to plan the outfits, plan the places, different places for different things. Another thing, I just wanted to share that I'm a fan of Sundowns. I really am a fan of it. So I was really upset when I found out that one of our players is now deceased. So I wanted to say something. I came across a podcast that was being done by Dintle from Scandal. I don't know her real name. I just know her as Dintle. Yeah, Dintle works Scandal. So Dintle is talking to this other Jane, and she's like, "Oh, would you say you are?" She asked, "Are you a romantic?" He's like, "No." He literally said no. Like he was just no. I'm like, Habana, I'm not gonna judge you, but like it's the confidence that he said it with. Like, no, I'm not a romantic, and I'm like, yeah. Okay. And as it further went on, he was like, yeah, we're just living. Me and my partner are just living. I'm like, yo. I'm sorry. Yo. I might want a man, but I'm not desperate. And that what took me out, the one that took me out was when she asked, Guti, do you buy flowers? And he was like, why? Ufile. I was like, goodness. So the people that only get flowers are the people that are dead. I was like, Grandpa is not serious. This guy is not serious. How old is he? Like I was confused, being shocked. I was like, why? So dead people get flowers. Dead people get okay. What are the dead people gonna do with the flowers? Because they're dead. Like I was trying to figure out what's So I was just like, nah. Like I said, I may want a nigga, but I'm not that desperate for him. We're just living. Yeah, he's like, yeah, when it's time to criticize you. He said something about when it's time to criticize you or positive, I don't know what he said, like positive criticism or whatnot. I'll tell you that you're fat. I'm like, hey? What? You'll tell your woman that she's fat? Yeah, she's like, hey, okay. So you would actually like that same criticism happening to you. It's okay, fine. Your woman would be like, oh no, you have a small penis. What are we gonna do about that? So it was upsetting because it was like he was like, yeah, I'm gonna tell her, yeah, it's time to hit the gym. Okay, cool. You can't provide. Oh yeah, I'm a provide. Okay, fine. Let's say he can provide, right? At the end of the day, so there must be something like him, and he might be like, oh, it's the mental. The mental is not there. Because as much as that's what he believes in, that's fine. That's what he believes in. But to openly say that, oh yeah, I feel like that's just crazy behavior. Like, by the way, let me say this: there are women that are gonna be like, oh, I'm attracted to him. This is the type of man that and that's okay. You people belong together, but let him not go and look for a woman that does not want those things. And then he's like, oh, that's just the way I am. You have to compromise. Don't look for a woman who does not need to compromise. And if he's married, kudos to that woman, because thank you for taking him off the streets. Woo! If he's married, siyabonga. Wait now. He's a vulture. Sorry. So when I watched that podcast, I was like, wow. I didn't watch the whole podcast. I actually watched the clip because it was on TikTok. It was all over the place. It was on TikTok. I saw it on Insta. I just saw it. People clipped it, and then when I saw it, I was like, whoa, what? And it also goes to the same, Guti, like, I don't think that for let me speak for the young females, right? Including myself. I don't think that you should date someone that you can't ask help from. Like, I don't feel like it's necessary. Like, Guti, like, even if I'm going through something, I can't ask for help. Like, I'm gonna call Guti, oh babe, listen, I'm going through something, can you please help me? Because he's gonna be like, oh no, you're supposed to handle your own. By the way, I've dated a guy like that, but that's besides the point. I'm just saying, it's more of like, I don't think it's necessary. Don't be dating people that can't help you. It's as much as be like, oh, I'm an independent woman. Honey, no. You're letting that person into your pants, and you're not. No, that's not independency. I don't care what you say. You have to say like, "What's I'm independent." Meaning to connect to twala. Okay, and if it's no independent, kweshala. Ngikhuluma nalabo abangekho independent enough ukuthi abakhona icela sito. Mina ngiyafuna icela sito shem ntukumele ngithazana naye. Angeke umuntu lengithazana naye. Mangithi baby ngicela 50 rand. Hayi baby ngisephanda ngisezama. I don't have a problem with hustlers, ne? I don't have a problem with hustlers, but that's not my life anymore. Angsafun. As much as like I know, angsafun. So it's unnecessary. Like, I really needed that 50 rand, right? I can't get it because the person is say pan. So no, fuck that. And yeah, some may say, oh yeah, why don't you have the 50 rand? Please shift. Ankulum now. Shift. If you want to ask me stupid questions, shift. I'm talking to the people that understand what I'm saying. And if you're not intellectually, move aside. Thank you. Anyway, so I just wanted to say, that's what I've seen this week. And I'm just like, I put my hands down to those ones, especially the guy in that podcast. No, Utinga Sunflower, that one. He needs Sunflower to actually tell him to. There's Sunflower or Sunflower. I don't know. She's a Nigerian. Is it? Yeah, she's a Nigerian woman, right? Top T. I love that woman's advice. I think you should check her out. Anyway, moving on to what I learned this week. Let me say this. I feel like respect is very important. Respect is very important. I don't care if you're older or you're younger than me. I'm gonna always respect you, because respect is not about actually knowing a person. Respect is about your character. You get what I'm saying? How, like, your morals. Do you get what I'm saying? So, like I said prior, I was recently told to not film in a certain area where I was filming. But the problem wasn't being told that you're not allowed to film here. The problem was how the woman approached me. So let me say this, right? I always film at the spot that I film because it's closer to my home, right? I've always filmed my fashion videos lab. So I met him. She comes over. She's a security guard, and she comes over, and she's like, "You guys are not allowed to film here." At first, I was like, and then okay, cool. She went. Then she came back, and she was like, "I told you kids not to film here," and I was like, "You see, that's where I draw the line. You're not about to shout in my face. Firstly, you're not about to shout in my face. I get that you're doing your job, right? I get that you're doing your job. And Vele, like, I respect that. You're doing your job. You understand what I'm saying? But then my question to her was, okay, cool. Since we're not allowed to film here, can I please see a sign or a paper that says I'm not allowed to film here? And she was like, "No, you're not allowed to film here." I'm like, "Yeah, I get it. I understand a lot. And she's like, "Oh yeah, you're the first people to ask for the paper. You guys are the first people to ask for the paper, Nana." And the reason why I now went further with the issue is because it's the approach. Don't approach me like a mad person. Don't approach me like a mad person. The first time was the last straw for me. The first time was the fucking last straw for me because I'm not going to insecurity to say respect people, And I didn't say anything rude to her the first time she said she was rude to me, right? She was rude. She was like, yeah, you're not allowed to film here. And she was like having an attitude. And I was like, girl, we continued filming, right? We continued filming because, like I said, every now and then, this one woman decided on one day, I always film in that spot. Because they've never told me to move. Like, even if you can check like my whole, I've never been chased out of that outside a building. I'm not filming in, I'm filming outside. But I was just like, hey, I'm just gonna continue. you know. Sometimes I feel like adults are disrespectful because they're like, you're supposed to respect me because I'm older than you. Fuck you being older than me. I'm not playing with you. Don't play in my face. Don't play in my face. Be respectful regardless of age. Regardless of age. Because ungithathela phasi. Kunebantwana abahlangene ngola ngaphandle. Oh, luckily angihlanye. Kunebantwana abahlangene ngola ngaphandle like Pinar. Pinar bongodini so ucanga ukuthi singakhuluma nemuntu ngathi uyahlanya. Ngengcono ngoba yatini. Sikwaza nyalo. Ngiyadlala. Woo! Ngiyadlala. Okay, I'm playing. I'm not violent. Or am I? I'm playing, I'm not violent. But then I'm just saying, it was very disrespectful and I didn't appreciate that. But I didn't return rudeness with rudeness. You know? Instead I was like, okay, cool. We're gonna go away. Right? We're gonna leave and you know. And another thing, there was this other hand, a cleaner. She was like, Shah. Oh, but that, and I was like, yeah. You keep your mouth shut because no one is talking to you. The cleaner that was walking past and she was looking at the scene like, Shah. I was like, Udotula ngaba angikhulumi nawe. One thing about it, don't be, yabana to watch something. You know when people are fighting in the street, you can watch, ne? But don't take your big mouth or your fists and be like, oh no, nyangenale fight, now ngenile just notify you did fag. And it was pume angakutopumanjani. I'm not saying that I'm gonna beat all the people. No, I'm not gonna do that. But at the end of the day, I'm saying respect is very essential, regardless of whether you my mom's age, you're younger than me, no. Respect is essential. Period. You know, I respect your job. Respect other people there. Do you get what I'm saying? So I was just like, hey, I continued taking my content and nothing actually happened after that. I thought she was gonna call law enforcement, but she didn't. So that's what I learned this week, that please elders, please respect everyone. Please. Aunties and uncles, moms and dads, please. Okay? It has nothing to do with the age. Yes, I can respect you because you're older, but talk to me crazy and see how my parents didn't raise me. Talk to me crazy and see it. Anyway, moving on. Cool. So this week's topic is something I picked out about when someone says that you're too much. Okay. How do you actually deal with someone saying that you're too much? How do you deal with that? Like, what would you say to someone, Lucy, oh my God, you're too much? And how would you view it? Because I feel like there's two sides to the story. Like, oh no, you're too much. Oh no, you're too much. How would you view that? Okay, let me say this. For me, Nene, I have this thing of I'm loud. I'm very loud. I'm very like I'm a radio. Like I say, I keep saying that on my channel. I'm a radio. I love talking. And another thing, I'm very loud. So I was in a situation where even my own family tells me that, but now with my family, I just tell them, please leave me alone. I just brush that shit off because I know excuse me, but I have been in that situation where it was someone externally who was telling me, Guti, you're loud, you're this, you're too much, like, you know. And I stayed in a situation that was like crazy. But let me say this, don't ever dim your lights for to please other people. I'm not saying that you shouldn't consider other people's feelings. No, you should consider people that are around you, because if you love them or you care for them, you have to, like, you know, show consideration. So be considerate, but your consideration shouldn't make you feel like we had to, like, you know, you want to just close yourself off, go to like fit in. No, don't fit in. You know, remember that saying that was like, why fit in when you can stand out? I don't know how old I was when, I don't know, is it still a thing? Why fit in when you can stand out? I don't know. But that's what I'm saying. You know, you don't have to force yourself to be like, oh yeah, I mean, I'm not actually loud, or no, I'm actually not this, I'm actually not that, nah. You know, those people, the reason why I'm saying this now is because I've had a person be like, oh wait, nah, I love the fact, so I wasn't wearing makeup. You know, I love makeup. By the way, I wasn't wearing makeup. And then this guy was like, oh my goodness, I love the fact that you are low maintenance. Now that I think about it, yeah. Now that I think about it, I want to laugh at myself so bad, but I'm not, because I'm a good person. That person said, I love the fact that you're low maintenance, and I was like, yeah, oh my god, baby, thank you so much. Yeah. And guess what? That person didn't do jack for me. Jack. Because I felt like, oh no. Oh, yeah, he loves the fact that I'm low maintenance. And I was just like, ah! But anyway, it happened, and I was just like, yeah, ne? I go bed. It's horrible, you know. But yeah, I want to compliments that were crazy. Like, I love the fact that you're low maintenance. Oh, and another one is like, oh, I love the fact that you're not like other girls. Like, you're so down to earth. Ooh, don't ever tell me I'm down to earth. Even if I am down to earth, don't. I'm traumatized, by the way. I'm very, very traumatized because don't tell me that I'm down to earth, because I was like, oh, you like the fact that I'm down to earth. You, as a former pygmisha, those are not compliments. I like that you're down to earth, you're low maintenance. I like the fact that you're not like other girls. I like the fact that, fuck what he likes. What do you like? What sounds like Anel? What do you like, Anele? Senza ini, senza cula. Senza ini, pum. Senza jive. Look, senza wend. At the end of the day, to please someone else is like, you will never please people. You can't, by the way. Let me just say, you can't please people. You can't. You have to actually be happy with yourself. Externally, if you're not happy internally, in order for you to be happy externally. Yeah, you have to be happy on the inside in order for you to be happy on the outside. Yeah, well, don't pretend to be happy. Be happy. You know, be happy. I feel like we're coming to like dinsugu dokugcina. Insugu zokugcina. Yeah, dinsugu dokugcina. Bruh. So yeah, I feel like we're coming to like, you know, the last days, and I feel like if, you know, if we're not going to say like like, just do it for you. Do it for you. So if someone tells you good to know, I feel like she's too mad, like I'm bugeni, and it's like, how do you block out negativity? For me, I just put my earphone, my AirPods in, and I just sleep. That's a hobby of mine, sleeping. I sleep. I'm gonna sleep and I'll talk to you. And one thing about it is like, if you make me feel like shit this time around, me and you are not gonna be talking anymore, like at all. We're not gonna be talking. We're not gonna be sharing any, you know, thoughts. No. Stay away from me. You know. So if someone says you're too much, agree. Yes, I'm too much. Go find less, honey. Hambotola less. Munduloto sulatibun. But for me, no. You know, no. I'm not doing that. And don't ignore your own gut, please. Please, ladies. Don't ignore your guts. Okay. Now I am going to talk about another thing that icked me. Man, you know when you're starting to text someone, right? Like that's all and then man khulume efonini ugcina athi, hey baby, how are you? Hey baby, usho bani? Usho mine? Udongimela kancane shim. Udongimela kancane, especially when you're starting to talk to me and you say, hey baby, udoba like udoba ungiphume lokho serious, like you would have taken yourself out. Because I don't know, man, especially love bombing. A lot of these people, oh my god, I haven't met a woman like you. You are so amazing. Loko tinto lebeti jabulisa bomakwethu ngaleti category yabo tabumama, so it's okay. My mom would get really happy with, oh my god, he said like he's never met a woman like me. Oh, you're not like other women. I'm gonna make you my wife one day. I don't believe in none of that. Okay? And none of that. And none of that. And none of that. Okay, so please, when that happens, like, oh hey babe, or like pet names are for, like, I feel like you have to establish that trust with someone, because you know when you rush steps you end up being with someone look lona oh this ain't it, bruh. Nah, you know. So when that step lesson must go to the other side, you're just like, hey, heaven. You don't know what's like. I just you know the things that happen. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it there. I'm not gonna say much about the other gender because it almost looks like, yeah, man. So yeah, don't get fooled, please. I'm talking to us girlies. I'm talking to you, my love, because you know me. I love you. I love you so much. I love you more than you like can imagine. Yes, Valentine. But then anyway, now we're gonna talk about question of the week. Okay, we're heading to question of the week. So question of the week is, should you pause your dreams because you don't have an audience? And by an audience, I mean people that are clapping for you. Like, oh my goodness, Lu, you're doing so great. Or, Anele, oh my goodness, you got the job, lo boy fool, nan. Should you pause your dreams because you don't have an audience? And my honest answer was gonna be no. No. Because it's like this. An audience, is like, I don't know what to say, but your life shouldn't be determined by an audience. I mean, if things go well, if things go well for you, you should appreciate the people that are standing by you and support you and appreciate them. For me, I'm always going to be grateful. I'm always going to be grateful for the support system that I have. But whether they're supporting me or not, I'm going to keep going because it's what I want. It's what I want to do, and I want it to work. And it's going to work because I'm putting my foot and neck into it. It's going to work. And one thing about it, it's like, what distractions? Hey, stranger. Hey, no. Take a pause. Oh my goodness, wait. Before that, I met this cute guy today. He was so handsome. But he was younger than me, and I was just like, ugh. I'm not a pedophile. Okay, I'm gonna get him in. I don't know, but let me say this name. I have a problem with dating boys younger than me. I have a problem with that. Like, I feel like it's disgusting. Like, I'm gonna be doing something so disgusting, I'm gonna be dating a child. And I don't know. But isn't it crazy how I feel disgusted by dating kids and men don't feel disgusted by dating minors? Think about it. But anyway, no, listen. I was like, yo, muhle mfana, muhle. But anyway, I wouldn't say muhle ngaleyo ndlela ukuthi vele like he's so handsome like. No, it's just the fact that, types are different. If I was to post this picture, let me hello, judge, and I'm like, I'm judging you. But to me, he was cute, but then he was like, oh no, I'm 19. I was like, oh. Fine. You win, okay? I was just like, oh, fine. And then my sister asked, are you dating? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, oh. But then I'm actually glad that he claimed his girlfriend because Clark Boo, you one of the loyal ones. Or is he? Anyway, he was handsome, but then I wasn't gonna pursue him, even though, I ain't get him. Like I said, I don't ask boys out on a date anymore. I used to though. I used to ask boys on a date, by the way. But anyway, that's not what I was talking about. Back to the topic. I wanted to say, dreams delayed are not dreams denied. I always say this is what my channel is all about. Dreams delayed are not dreams denied. So it's like this. I'm not doing this channel for an audience, but I love the audience that would be here. I love it because one thing about it, it's like this. I've always wanted to start, but khona into lebeng bamba ukuthi ungaqali but uthini bantu boss bani basesikoleni bangabona ichannel yakho bayokuhleka bakunyana mzala wasesikoleni akekho la, like each and every person is dealing with their own shit. Do you get what I'm saying? Labanye sebabang bomake, labanye sebashadile, people that you went to school with at their age, sebashadile. Why are you worried about that? Yabo? And I'm not even talking about auntie about comment under your post, maybe post something and then she's commenting, yeah, why are you wearing that? Vetela my thighs. And I'm like, my thighs. Wavete sibunu girl. Nashobe nesivete sinjalo, masilenga sivete sinjalo. I hate those type of comments like, oh no, you shouldn't be wearing that. No. Keep quiet. Hate comments are gonna come. People that don't like or resonate with your content, they're gonna be there. They're gonna be there. But for you, it's to keep your head up because, like you do, if it's your dream, it should mean more than what anyone is gonna say. It should mean more. You get? So the grannies and the uncles. One thing about it, if you're gonna come under my post and say, oh no, you shouldn't be wearing that, you shouldn't be talking to be, I'm gonna block you. Because you're not about to be someone's mom under my comment. I don't believe in replying to bad comments because I take it to hell. And I'm just like, nah, bruh. No. I take it to hell if you dare be like, oh no, like you did that. My comment is not gonna be so nice. And one person that I love is Dominique. Hey, Dominique is gonna come for you like. I loved when Dominic was making people lose their jobs. It was good. Anyway, next question. It was good because how the hell are you gonna comment under someone's post and to know he's feeling it? Oh, sorry. They're feeling themselves. Sorry. I'm so sorry. Pardon me. You can see that they're feeling themselves. They're feeling good. They're feeling, like they're the shit. And then when you're like, oh no. Sometimes these comments are all about how you feel about yourself. Wonder when they fix themselves. Yeah, but now one thing about it, name. I've experienced such a thing where I was like, oh, let me comment under this person's post and be nasty. But then I feel like isn't that how I'm feeling right now? That person is out there on the beach as dark skin. Like, that's when I was like, I still had low self-esteem, right? I was like, oh my goodness, why is she showing her dark self? No. I was like, yellow, that is my reality. I'm showing my booty. Okay, I'm showing just do you, honey. Do you, and do it for you. Yeah, but when you do something for you, it makes you want to do it more. Like when I was like, keep going over and over again. Keep going over and over again. Yeah, but so I'm happy for me. I'm thankful for the 29 subscribers. I thank you guys for believing in me. You know, I'm just happy. You know, 29 might not mean a lot to others, but 29 means a lot to me. 29 subscribers means a lot to me, and hopefully I'm gonna improve on my channel. I'm going to do better. You know, I'm gonna grow, because looking at my first video, this is episode 9, but looking at episode 1, oh no, not episode 1, it was like an introduction, my introduction video. I took it portraits instead of a landscape, because I didn't know how YouTube works. But you know, over time everything is gonna get better. Come on now. Cheers. Let's say cheers to more success. Cheers to growing. Cheers to learning. Cheers to loving. Cheers to more peace. Cheers to self-love. Cheers to everything good and everything positive, because what we queens deserve it. You know, from me to you, you know, from one queen to another. Let me say this. Let's Unpack with Miss Lu is going to go up there. Because I'm not going to give up on my dream. I'm not going to give up on this dream that I have. I love this channel, and I'm going to pour my heart into it. Okay? And like they say, you have not really failed once you quit. If you quit, you have failed. You have lost. Okay? So if I'm trying something and the lender I see one side, it doesn't mean, oh no, it's not gonna work. Try different angles. Yeah, but just like in my corner, hey baby, hey love, hey stranger, I want to take you. Yeah. Now what's happening in my corner? You know, give yourself, like I say, the chances that you can give what's this guy's name, Frederick, or Spamandla, or Apple, or you can give it to yourself. The same, yaba. Give yourself as many chances as you would give Spamandla. Give yourself as many chances. Do you get? So I'm gonna say this. I'm excited for bigger things to come to the Lulu family, you know. And I just want to say I love you guys, man. Too much, you know, too much. But anyway, this is the final word from me to you. Just keep going, okay? Keep going, and don't date a man like the one on my Paseka's show. Yo, please. To decide with those type of men, you know, leave them alone. Mama Timon, they are demons, you know. But let me say this. I will see you next week in our little comfort corner. Okay, because I am your bestie. Bye.